It's 10 years since the Twilight franchise came to an end, but the film series has been plunged back into the spotlight thanks to star Taylor Lautner's wedding. The heartthrob, who played werewolf Jacob Black, tied the knot with longtime girlfriend Taylor Dome in a sunset ceremony on Friday, making them both Taylor Lautners. But what happened to the other stars of the franchise once the vampire trilogy came to an end? From Robert Pattinson's fresh start after that cheating scandal to Kristen Stewart finally finding true love and Anna Kendrick sharing her harrowing experience of psychological abuse, here's what came next for the cast. Kristen Stewart. The world was obsessed with Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. Or, more importantly, whether Kristen and Rob were dating. The pair, who met when cast as lovers Bella Swan and Edward Cullen in the Twilight saga in 2008, famously refused to be drawn on their relationship status. Indeed, Rob is rumored to have hired body doubles and to have stashed changes of clothes in cars across Hollywood in a bid to evade fans. But everything went wrong in 2012 when Kristen was caught cheating with her Snow White and the Huntsman director, Rupert Sanders. In an uncharacteristically open statement, she finally confirmed her relationship with Rob before apologizing for the hurt she'd caused. She said, "This momentary indiscretion has jeopardized the most important thing in my life, the person I love and respect the most, Rob. I love him, I'm so sorry." A source told the Mirror at the time that Rob's heartbreak was only compounded by the fact he'd been planning to propose. Robert hoped to marry Kristen and was making preparations to spring a proposal before she admitted cheating. He had bought the house in Los Angeles to be their home and saw them staying there for a long time, the insider said. The pair reunited in 2013 but split soon, when Kristen came out as bisexual and dated her assistant Alicia Cargill, model Stella Maxwell and screenwriter Dylan Meyer. Kristen and Dylan got engaged in 2021. "We're marrying, we're totally gonna do it," the actress told The Howard Stern Show. "I wanted to be proposed to, so I think I very distinctly carved out what I wanted and she nailed it. We're marrying, it's happening." Career-wise, Kristen won praise for her performances in Camp X-Ray and Still Alice, and won a César Award for The Clouds of Seals Maria. She returned to mainstream films with action film Charlie's Angels and horror Underwater and Princess Diana biopic Spencer. Robert Pattinson. After his split from Kristen, Rob moved out of the home they shared and in 2014 he started dating singer FK8 Twigs. They got engaged a year later but went public with their split in October 2017, with Twigs opening up about the racism she faced throughout their relationship. "He was their white Prince Charming and I think they considered that he should definitely be with someone white and blonde and not me," she said on BBC Radio 4's Grounded with Louis Theroux. "It was deeply unfair at the time that I was made to feel so self-conscious and so ugly. It was a lot. That period was a lot." The following year, Rob met current girlfriend, model Suki Waterhouse. Professionally, he moved on from Twilight with appearances in Cosmopolis, Maps to the Stars, and The Lost City of Z before taking on the iconic role of Batman/Bruce Wayne in The Batman by director Matt Reeves. Taylor Lautner. Despite his breakout role as werewolf Jacob Black in the Twilight films, Taylor Lautner's star hasn't shined quite as brightly as his co-stars. Taylor released a critically panned thriller entitled Abduction in 2011 before the end of the Twilight series, but his only notable part after the films ended was in Grown Ups 2. He has pivoted instead to television, with roles in BBC Three comedy Cuckoo and Ryan Murphy's comedy Scream Queens. The actor has been dating Californian nurse Taylor Dome since 2018. The couple tied the knot in a romantic sunset ceremony on a vineyard in Paso Robles, California, last Friday. Ashley Greene, beloved for her turn as the future-seeing Alice Cullen, Ashley Greene appeared in the critically derided films A Warrior's Heart, thriller Summer's Blood, and horror The Apparition. In 2018, Ashley married Australian-Lebanese television announcer Paul Corey following a 2-year engagement. Their daughter Kingsley Rain Corey was born in September. Nikki Reed, best known for her role as the tough vampire Rosalie Cullen, Nikki Reed hinted at trouble in paradise on the Twilight set. Rumor has it she fancied Robert Pattinson and was upset when he got together with Kristen. Claims Nikki has long denied. She did, however, hint at some major on-set feuding. In the beginning, it was innocent and fun, and we were like one big happy family. It was like being at sleepaway camp, she told 17. And then success comes along and changes the dynamic. We're not all best friends, and we're not all going to hang out together after the final movie is done. Since the end of Twilight, Nikki has starred in Empire State, Pawn, Balls Out, and Jack Goes Home. In 2015, she divorced musician Paul McDonald after 4 years of marriage and started dating the Vampire Diaries star Ian Somerhalder. They tied the knot after just 6 months in 2015 and they had their first child, daughter Bodhi, in 2017. Peter Facinelli is best known for his role as Edward's adopted father, Drive. Carlisle Cullen, and appeared in all of the Twilight films. After the film series ended, Facinelli mostly pivoted to television, appearing in 7 seasons of the critically acclaimed comedy Nurse Jackie and having recurring roles in musical comedy Glee and DC Comics series Supergirl. As Twilight ended, Peter divorced wife and actress Jenny Garth and later went on to date and become engaged to actress Jamie Alexander. Peter proposed to his girlfriend, Lillian Harrison, in 2019 and they welcomed their first child together in September. Kellen Lutz portrayed the strong Emmett Cullen in all of the Twilight film series and went on to have a number of film parts since. He appeared in action sequel The Expendables 3 in 2014 and also played the title role in the critical and commercial flop Hercules in the same year. In the years since, Cullen has had roles in thrillers Extraction, Money, and Guardians of the Tomb. In 2017, Cullen became engaged to unmarried TV host and model Brittany Gonzalez. They suffered a pregnancy loss at 7 months before going on to have daughter Ashton and son Kason. Anna Kendrick before and during her fan-favorite role as Bella's friend Jessica Stanley in Twilight, Anna Kendrick accrued Tony Award and Academy Award nominations and also received positive reviews for her work in the Twilight films. Since then, Anna has found box office success in the musical Pitch Perfect trilogy and further comedy roles in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, End of Watch, Trolls, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, A Simple Favor, and Trolls World Tour. She also appeared in the drama Cake with Jennifer Aniston and HBO Max series Love Life. Anna dated British cinematographer Ben Richardson between 2014 and 2020, followed by Saturday Night Live star Bill Hader, who she split from in June. And in September this year, she opened up about the psychological abuse she suffered at the hands of a gaslighting ex. Explaining how she ended up in a situation where "I loved and trusted this person more than I trusted myself," she told how the mystery ex manipulated her. So, when that person is telling you that you have a distorted sense of reality and that you are impossible and that all the stuff that you think is going on is not going on, your life gets really confusing really quickly, she told People magazine. Ultimately, she learned that what she thought was going on was in fact going on. Elizabeth Reeser played the role of Edward's adopted mother Esme Cullen in the Twilight films. She pivoted back to television after the series ended, taking parts in shows True Detective, Mad Men, The Handmaid's Tale, and a lead role in Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House. Michael Sheen Welsh actor Michael Sheen OBE played the campy Arrow of the Volturi in the Twilight films, starting with the sequel New Moon. Since the films ended, Sheen has continued with films and television. Major film roles for Michael have included starring in Far From the Madding Crowd, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Passengers, Apostle, and Doolittle. Recent successful television series for Michael include his part in as William H. Macy in Masters of Sex, as Aziraphale in Good Omens, as a serial killer in Prodigal Son, and recently as Chris Tarrant in ITV's Quiz. Having previously had relationships with Kate Beckinsale and Rachel McAdams, from 2014 to 2018 Michael dated comedian Sarah Silverman. He is now in a relationship with Anna Lundberg, with whom he shares daughters Lyra and Maybelline. Michael also has daughter, Lily, with former partner Kate Beckinsale. Dakota Fanning. After her roles as a child star, Dakota Fanning played creepy Jane of the Volturi in the Twilight films, starting with New Moon. After the Twilight films, Dakota has appeared in the independent film Effie Gray, had a role in heist comedy Ocean's 8, and as Lynette Squeaky Fromm in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dakota has also played the role of Sarah Howard in the series The Alienist. The actress has been dating boyfriend Henry Fry since 2017. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at webcelebs@trinitymirror.com or call us direct 0207 29 33 033.